The other thing about talking to people is if you do it from a reserved space, there's such a vulnerability there that more surrender is actually required because you don't have your defences in place. And in enabling that surrender, that more surrender, you're enabling the right ground for heart, for the beauty of love to start appearing, because there's nothing in the way, there's no closeness anymore. So in engaging people and not putting up the I image, which is a contraction, just staying wide open, there's such a delicacy, such a vulnerability in that, and having that supported inside yourself through a further surrender allows such an openness. It supports the beauty of love and heart to flow through you. So satsang and after satsang is a practicing ground for allowing the openness to be there and not contracting, not becoming that solid I again. And supporting the beauty, the true jewel of consciousness, which is heart, which is love. If you want to. You've got to want to. The thing about being that open is it's not safe. You are vulnerable. And if you put your safety before vulnerability, you end up closing and you miss the boat, because you miss the beauty, you miss the jewel, you miss heart. Not many of us have been taught how to support heart, how to support love inside ourselves. We heard Jesus say, love your neighbour, but he didn't in the Bible. It was never said, how do you do that? How do you love your neighbour? It also said, love your enemy. How do you love your enemy? It was never said. It was said, but it was never described how. And the only way I know for love to flow to an enemy is for you to be absent, for you as an I to be in retreat. And then in that openness, love can flow through to what may be perceived as someone who's your enemy. The solid, strong I is too much in the way. You're too defended, too closed. This whole game of truth, of heart, is about openness. Openness counts for everything. So people say, well, what are you into? And you could say truth, or you could say heart, or you could say, well, I'm into openness. Because really, it is about openness. And not think you're weird. Just as weird as if you say you're into truth. Because our society is not into openness. It's actually into closeness. It's into protectedness. It's into being defended. It's into being a somebody that counts, rather than the emptiness, the nothingness that's really here. When this contraction disappears, it's obvious we're not that contraction, because that disappears, yet this is always here. That is discovered in openness.